Love, peace and love.
Alright, hey, what's up today? I'm so blessed to have you in this fucking studio today.
For real, I'm fucking glad to finally be here, finally.
Yeah, for real. Welcome back to Humboldt, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah. So, hey, right now, I am in the studio with none other than MANIAC7OH7.
It's Maniac, baby. What's good, everybody? What's good?
Yeah.
How's it going? It's good to be home.
That's what's up, yeah. Hey, so y'all remember the episode that we did with Maniac a few months back? And that was really dope, you know what I'm saying? So that's where you got to meet Maniac, and now you're getting to see Maniac on the video and everything, y'all. So what's up?
What's good?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, enough of me being full of myself. How you been, man? How you doing?
Hey, you know, I'm just keeping it moving, you know, staying busy. You know how it is.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's always moving in Humboldt County. There's always something new.
Always. I've been busy since the fucking second I touched down, so I feel
That's what's up. Yeah. When'd you get back?
Friday afternoon. Yeah.
Okay.
It's been family, friends, all that. You know what I mean? So I'm happy I made it here in one piece.
Yeah, oh, for real. Hey, thank you. That's what's up. And you got your grill in and everything. I love it. Hell yeah, stunning. That's what's
all
up.
Right, yeah.
So what you been up to since we last talked?
Oh, fuck yeah. I changed my name, obviously. It's Maniac The Rapper's dead and gone. And MANIAC7OH7 is here. I feel like it's more fitting. I'm not like being pushed into a box because I like to experiment. I've been working on music. I got rid of the old Windows laptop that was lagging like a motherfucker. Got me an iMac.
Fuck you, Bill Gates. That Windows shit. Fucking everybody up.
Slow as fuck.
You got a Mac now, though? Apple? Oh, yeah.
With Studio One.
Oh, there you go.
And I just recorded a new song on it. It's all mixed and mastered. I'm working on the video while I'm up here.
That's what's up.
And I've been teasing it like a motherfucker on TikTok. I did some simple ass bullshit ass hook, and then the verse I just purposely made it to where like the shit gets stuck in your head, but then you listen to it and you're like, oh, they can rap. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to remind these motherfuckers. I don't just make like, you know, vibey shit. I just been on that wave for a minute, you know?
Yeah.
You know how that shit goes.
Hey, I've been listening to your stuff for a minute, for real, though. I got respect. Yeah, for your whole catalog.
I appreciate you. There's a fucking lot of music.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking music. I'm kind of like, you know how it is when you listen to some of your old shit and you're like, I don't want to take it down because history, but God, what the fuck?
I feel you enough. It's not like your social media feed where you can just delete the old shit. It's a real question. Like, do I want to get rid of that old music?
Exactly. And then, like, I guess with DatPiff being down, like, I got hella old mixtapes on there that I don't know if I'll ever get back. So maybe it's a good thing because of the whole rebirth with the name. But I'm kind of bummed about it. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm super bummed about it too. That was crazy news. Hey, we should stay tuned with that too because I heard like DatPiff, at least they said that it was just a rumor and that they're just changing some shit up and they're going to be back available for the people that it's not available for. I've seen some people say they can still get on like the DatPiff app. So,
that's what I see too. So
shout out to DatPiff. Was really holding down the whole fucking culture.
Damn, for like hell years too. That I uploaded my first mixtape to DatPiff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got a lot of mixtapes from rappers that are big as fuck now off DatPiff too.
Facts.
So you know what I mean? I hope that we are not losing it permanently, that they're just doing a revamp. But hopefully it's not like MySpace, how they took away all the shit and now you can't access your old shit. It's just all ads and shit. I'm hoping that DatPiff isn't doing some shit like that.
I know. Especially when they have a dope lane, like a lot of people been fucking with it for a long time.
It's like it's a staple in hip hop culture, really, because like that's how when you couldn't get with distributors before, they had like DistroKid and TuneCore and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I was trying forever to get my shit on Pandora, and then this whole like the digital distribution. Now it's like, all right, fuck you guys, I don't need nobody else now. Yeah, it's work, you know.
Yeah, what you fucking with DistroKid or something?
DistroKid,
Yep, me too.
Yeah. It's very, it's quick and painless. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. Yeah, man. They're starting to do some shit with like YouTube video and shit too.
Yep, so, I saw that. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get on that wave too. You know, one step at a time. I'm trying to like with this whole rebranding, just trying to like do step by step. You know what I mean? Just to get shit popping again.
That's what's up.
Know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you coming back up here for to make a video? You said this weekend.
Yeah, I'm trying to like shoot a video. I'm doing like part like I guess a short like documentary type thing. I've always been into film too. I like to document shit.
That's what's up.
And but me being the shy person that I am, always feeling silly with the camera out, I just had to overcome that shit. I've been in the hotel just like filming the dumbest shit. And I can see Broadway and Wabash from my window.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I got the spectator's view, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So so I'm working on a video. I came up here to see family, but also my ulterior motive is get my like video shots in for Humboldt and everything. Because I miss being out here. I miss like the vibe and everything.
Yeah.
Just trying to like reconnect. Finally, do the in-person podcast. So the phone interview shit was dope, but I feel like it's more authentic in person when we can have a conversation. I'm not like nervous. Like I don't like it's all official when you're on the phone and shit. So.
Yeah, it's dope to actually get you in here now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope to be out here, and it's crazy. It's crazy that it's just hidden out here. I was like, am I in the right fucking place?
Oh, I know. This building is crazy right here, right?
Yeah.
So you coming back up into Humboldt with the hip hop scene, kind of like you're starting to. Take off in a lot of different directions and
Hell
shit.
Yeah, it's so fucking good to see.
People running shows, ciphers, this what's up.
And like the podcast and then the fucking Congress, all that shit. Like we've been needing this shit for so long. I remember being a kid and it's like I was telling you before we started recording. You'd be like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, and people just laugh in your fucking face. But now it's like when you're like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, like, oh dope, me too. What's up? Let me get exchange information and network.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's fucking cool. It's cool to see it popping off. It'd be cool to see a lot more togetherness rather than like combativeness.
Yep.
But we'll get there. I have confidence we'll get there, especially with the Congress and everything.
Yep. Just trying to bring people together. You know what I'm saying? Like really because there's the folks that. It's so interesting. I've been in different circles in Humboldt County, whether it's kind of like whether it's activism, whether it's music, whether it's other circles, and like people like to silo themselves off. Like it's clicked up, like we was talking about,
Exactly,
and like we gotta like move away from that and more like, hey, like if there's resources that this artist has, and I ain't just trying to like volunteer or tap nobody. Like that's not what we doing. Like you gotta find it in yourself to want to do that for the community, and because then we all can grow.
Exactly.
Like I be on these episodes and they just be like, hey, if somebody pops, like everybody's gonna get that shine.
Exactly. And that's how it should be. It's like I feel like of course hip hop is a competition, obviously, like, but at the same time it's like we are all from the same area. Like why are we hating on why are you hating on the next man? Why you know what I mean? We should all be coming together and be like, okay, look, like I feel like we need to do a Humboldt cipher, or like you remember the team backpack ciphers and shit back in the day.
Yeah,
And like when the microphone rap was popping off heavy. I've always been saying like we need to get everybody, like it don't matter how popular you are, it don't matter if you're least popular. If you want to be part of it, we should just a video, a whole cipher thing. Like it should be a thing. But I feel like everybody is too clicked up to do that right now. Like everybody's sticking with who they're sticking with, and like I can see why it can be a little nerve-wracking, but I feel like we just need to be more together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I really think like like folks can bring out the whole clique, and whoever's the dopest freestyle in your clique, put them up there. Put one of the people in your clique like taking videos and shit like that, like I do. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to start building up the whole like marketing schemes for folks and everything like that, because that's how you hit the radar nowadays. If you're not taking video and doing it on social media and shit like that. And what I'm doing is one lane, but hey man, there's all kinds of artist shows, so like there's all kinds of room for people to come in and do all kinds of different work, to promote the scene. So we all got to collaborate on that level, producers. There's only so many producers and recording studios, so we've definitely got to like let folks know who they are, where they are. Like that's you gotta keep it moving.
Like Eli with Juice, with the fucking Juice Block. I think that's so dope because I remember I was very young and I was trying to record my first. It's so embarrassing. My first like track or whatever. We went to I don't know if I can say the name of the studio on there because I'm not trying to talk shit, but. It's just, a bunch of old white folks, you know what I mean? Yeah. And usually it's like the folk music, the country music, and I came in, you know what I mean? I'm fucking 12 years old, I got my baggy clothes on, I'm like, I want to do a rap song. And they're like, okay, like you can, but we don't know how to engineer it. And it was just like, like it wasn't their usual thing, but it was still fun. But it's so dope to see like a younger, somebody like me and Eli went to high school together. Yeah. Like
that's what's up.
We weren't like, I'm not gonna front like we were like homies, but we knew of each other. You know what I mean? He was a dope ass beatboxer.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey, homie, that's the fuck. My bad.
You're good.
Motherfucking shit. Well, we gotta work around for that.
Alright.
That's some bullshit. We were in the moment too, motherfucking shit. That never fails, huh?
It's alright. I feel like it's the luck that I bring sometimes. Shit just be fucking up around me. My energy too much.
And it's not even a Friday the 13th and anything. Shit, let's see here. Gonna do it like this. Here we go. Yeah. And I just want to real quick take like 10 seconds to make sure that I know it recorded that. I just want to make sure it got it in there. Because that was all dope as fuck so far. You know, we don't want to lose that. We'll hop in right there at that point kind of shit, you know. All right, files, enter. 319, that's today, right? 319?
Yes, it is.
That's it. All right, perfect. That's what's up. All right,
bet.
Yeah. So you was talking about you and Juice, not to just be like, hey, focus on Juice and shit like that. I'm saying, but just like you and Juice was in high school together and shit.
Yeah. So we went to the same high school. I think he's a year younger than me, maybe a little more. But I just remember him in high school because he was a beatboxer, and we were friends on like MySpace and shit. And I was always, you know, like. When I saw him pop up with like City Hippie and shit, I was like, oh shit! I remember watching his Instagram story, him building his first studio and shit. And I was like, that's what's up, you know what I mean?
That's what's
like,
up.
So it's cool to see that because I remember he was working with oh god, I can't remember.
Accurate.
Thank you. Yeah. He had started doing like DJ and shit, and I was like, okay, that's what's up. So it's so sick to see that he took what he learned and applied it to like the community, not just something for him and his folks, but like he's like, if you need your shit recorded like professionally. I talk with my hands a lot. Professionally and shit. Like, I think that is so dope. And, like, shout out to Juice and City Hippie for, like, you know, they're the most, I feel like the most professional sounding and just, like, everything about it, like, business-oriented, like, folk I've ever known. Like, as far as, like, in person, like, obviously, I don't know, no, like, superstars and shit. But, like, for Humboldt, I feel like Juice did what Humboldt needed. You know what I'm saying? So that you can feel... like you're going to a studio that's not ran by a bunch of folks that don't know shit about the hip hop community and how to engineer those vocals the way you want them. You know what I mean? So it's so shout out to Juice, man.
Yeah, shout out to Juice.
City Hippie, you know what I mean?
I've been in the studio and just seen him working magic, and I mean like that's the thing is like he knows hip hop, he knows the sound, and that the value in that just having an engineer that knows the sound and then can recreate that and has control of it. But then he's working, I mean, I'm seeing him work real-time magic with folks. Like, it's crazy, you know, like, folks need to really get into the juice box with Juice.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's another thing, man. I want to definitely, like, when I'm up here for, like, more time, when I'm not, like, bombarded with a bunch of shit I'm trying to do, I definitely want to, like, carve out some time, you know what I mean? Because it's dope, like I said, to, like, see, like, and even from the sidelines, we wasn't close or anything, and we weren't, like, homies like that, but, like, we knew of each other, you know, like, I felt the mutual respect, and it's just so fucking dope to see him do something with all that shit. And like, it's hella sick, and it's definitely what we needed, and I just love to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
and City Hippie. I mean, we've seen the work. City Hippie's, you know, blown up.
Hell yeah.
Like I want to say, like their presence around here is, you know, probably like group wise. You know, it's probably they've popped more than anybody.
100%. I mean, other than like, you know, Potluck back in the day, but that's back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, Potluck was one of my favorite. Oh my god, I was obsessed in middle school, dog. Like, anyways, that's a whole other. Shout out Potluck. But yeah, I feel like City Hippie is doing the damn thing, and like, they massive respect, dog, because like that shit is hard. It's hard. There's so much to be distracted by out here. You know what I mean? Especially like. Coming where I come from, like drugs and all that shit play a huge, like, have been so present. You know what I mean? So it's like, so it's good to see him being like, look, there's something for, you know, if you got the passion to do it, I got the tools. You know what I mean? It's just cool as fuck to see that shit happen finally. Fucking finally.
Yeah, for real. It's really good to see that. I mean, it's something like you said the community needed. So now we got the juice box so folks can go there and take their whole sound up.
Exactly. Yeah. And like recording at home is cool and everything, but like when you want that professional sound, you know what I mean? You gotta go to an engineer. And I'm saying that even as someone who's records at home, and like I'm alright. Like I'm nowhere on his level for sure. Like I don't know the logistics and the technical, like the technology. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go to school for that shit, but like I self-taught, so I know how to make myself sound good. But I still have room for improvement. You know what I mean? So like,
hey, we all do in the real sense of it. You know what I'm saying? We all learning.
100%.
But Juice definitely has it dialed.
Yeah, man. Like I just see like already big thing, and the man's like, we follow each other on Instagram. I see a story. The man's constantly working, and he's still just doing the damn thing. So shouts out, like that's fucking dedication. That's passion right there, and like that's what we need.
Yep.
There's too many people trying to do this rap shit because they think it's an easy meal ticket. They just do a fucking, some bullshit shit, throw it on TikTok, and like it blows up. Not to hate on TikTok because it's been a great tool for me too, but to see people do it for passion and not because they want a quick rise to fame or quick like attention for it is fucking, it's important, man, and we need a lot of that.
Yeah, and people can see through it when you don't have that, when you don't have that in your heart, and that's what always tell. Yeah, and humble artists like have that, like y'all really do.
We're a cultivation of a bunch of artists that's growing out here. We ain't got shit else to do out here but fall into drugs or fall into art. You know what I mean? So it's like one or two ways, and nobody wants to get stuck working a fucking 9 to 5 for the rest of their life. Yeah. No shame to that. Like I work a 9 to 5, I work my ass off, but that's not, you know what I mean? Like that's not something I want to do forever. Like, I'm trying to live off of music eventually, like because I love to do it, But I, you know how that is. It's like everybody's doing it right now. So it's just like it's just passion. We just need more like passion, and Humboldt I feel like has that. And like I say, if we were to have that, bring that all together, all of us in this fucking big ass melting pot, we could take over the fucking world. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's facts.
And that's how I feel. I felt that way since I was a kid, and so it's so beautiful to see the way that hip hop community out here has blossomed, and I love it. I love it so much. I think it's dope, and I feel like if we just continue this like this camaraderie between all of us, man, we got it. We can't be stopped. You know what I mean? And that might sound cocky, but like I feel like humble folks were built different. As artists, we're built different. You know what I mean?
Yep. There's some adversity being faced because, there's like you said, that melting pot. So there's a lot of different art and a lot of different money going in. So you really gotta like shine. You gotta like set yourself apart.
Exactly.
I think you've done that too. Like you really like your music doesn't sound, and I want to give a shout out to Truly Traject. You know what I'm saying?
Tragic.
Yeah. Because like your sound, and I know that they're not producing for all your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like that sound is fire.
Thank you. Yeah, shout out TJ. That's my brother. He lives out in Maryland.
That's what's up.
Truly Tragic Productions is our like collective. Like I don't like the word label, neither does he, because we're not like but we're trying to. I'm not trying to like give out the details too much, but we're trying to get like an LLC and everything so that we can do our merch and everything once I get the shit popping. But shout out to TJ, that man. He's the one that convinced me to join Team iMac.
Oh, there you go.
What I mean? He's like, dude, listen, I work on Mac all day, and you see how my shit sounds. He's like, just do it. And I was like, okay, bet.
Yep.
I took that. I'm all up in front. I took that $300 stimmy we all got, and I fucking bought the Mac. I was like, fuck it.
There you go. Yep. There you
extra
go.
Money, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. But it levels it up though.
Definitely, man. Like this new shit, I cannot wait to drop it. I just been teasing the fuck out of it on TikTok, but like it's hard, and like I listen to it back, and I'm just like, damn, like I did that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to show the rest of the world, and I have dope ideas for the video. Just gotta sit my ADHD down ass and fucking focus on getting the shit done. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest part for me as an artist, is like having these distractions. Like I love music, and that's the one thing that's been able to make me focus. But once like I've been at one project for too long, I want to switch to my other ideas. You know what I mean? It's so fucking hard.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. There's a lot of different, because nowadays, especially as an artist, you gotta wear different hats.
Yeah.
And so you're doing a lot of different things. So it's definitely gonna like, is this being held down? What am I gonna be moving up for on this?
The promotion. You gotta like, I'm trying to like stay like relevant is not the word I want to use, but it's the only word that comes to mind right now. So I try to like post as much as I can from my like music Facebook page, and then my TikTok and Instagram, just because like with the way the algorithms work nowadays, if you're not constantly on that shit, you are gonna get lost in the thousands and millions of billions of other shit. So I gotta like keep it going, and it's kind of hard because like I came up in the era of passing out CDs and physically spreading the word, flyers, whatever you had to do, But like we talked about this on the last time I did the interview with you, having to integrate what I learned coming up, because I came up in the fucking A. I need to scoot back, so I talk with my hands a lot. But in like the age where like analog came into digital, so it was like crossing paths. So like I got the best of both worlds, but like I'm no fucking influencer, dog. Like I can't do no TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, I got rhythm and shit. Don't get me wrong, but like.
Hey, you killing it though out there on TikTok though. I seen it.
Yeah. I just had to bite the bullet because I was one of those old heads. I was like, man, fuck TikTok, man, that's stupid. And I was like, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, it's a really good promotional tool. I'm seeing like these people pop off with the stupidest shit, dude. And I'm like, if they can do this shit, and I'm doing something wrong, so I just need to hop on that wave. And like, people like to talk shit. I haven't gotten too much of it, which is cool because, you know what I mean, who wants to fucking read hate comments really? Especially when you're art, you know what I mean? But I know that I'm good at what I do. Like, I sound so cocky and I'm just...
Nah, it's not at all.
You know what I mean? I'm confident in what I do, and like, if there's... People are gonna hate for like whatever reasons they have, and that's not my fucking problem.
Especially on TikTok, there's so many people on TikTok, younger folks on TikTok, to where like, you know, it's a whole different game now. It's like that's what you use the internet for, is just to talk shit almost. It's like damn, like
because it's pretty much anonymous. You know what I mean? Like
behind the keyboard and everything. You know,
you choose whether or not you choose what people know about you, and that's the scary part too. And that's the scary part about networking with other artists, dude. For me, like not knowing, because like I don't want to fuck with anybody that's not authentic. 100%. Like, and so like if you coming at me with a different energy than you coming at other people about me, like, I'm not fucking with you. You know what I mean? If your energy don't sit right with me, like I'm not fucking with you. And like that might be hindering to me as an artist because there's opportunities, but I'd rather take opportunities with good people with good solid foundations and shit, or not foundations but like values and shit, than with somebody who's just like stepping on who they can. You know what I mean? Like it's like,
fuck all that rat race shit. Exactly. We all in it together.
Exactly. Like, at the end of the day, like, there's like, I want to call it like friendly competition because, you know, everybody wants their shot. And that's fine, but it's like when it comes to like, I don't know, like I think beef gets so fucking serious. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dude, we're all trying to escape something through our art. Why the fuck are we hating on each other? And it's like, it's rough, you know what I mean? Because obviously, like, that shit's never gonna go away. But I feel like the internet makes it so much easier to like hate on somebody without, or like project and be whoever the fuck you want to be. You know what I mean?
Without repercussions.
Without
sometimes.
Repercussions, yeah, most of the time, really. You know, and so I don't know. I feel like the internet is a good and bad thing for like music, and it's mostly good as far as like promotion and getting your shit out there. Like, it definitely like. When I was 12 years old, I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get my CDs across into other countries? And now I got fans in Australia that go hard for me, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Shout out Australia.
Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out all the fans across the globe.
Shout out all my fans. It's so weird saying that. I never thought, like, when I was young that I would actually be, like, have motherfuckers to shout out to that weren't my, like, sister and my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so that shit's crazy. Shout out to my mom.
Hell yeah. Shout out to mom for sure.
My mom's a shit.
And your lady, she be holding you down.
Oh yeah, dude, she's the best, honestly. Don't make me go, cause I go off. You know what I mean? I'm in love with you, motherfucker.
Hey, we definitely gotta show him some love.
Yeah, that's for sure. Dude, I mean, she supports me, and like she believes in me more than anything. I'll be like, cause I can't do it this morning. I'm a little nervous about this podcast, babe. I'm a little nervous, you know, cause I talk a lot. When I get nervous, I talk a lot, and I don't want to be annoying. She's like, the point of a podcast is to speak your mind. She's like, you got this, you're the shit. You know what I mean? So have somebody that supports you like that. So shout out to my baby.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to T.
Yeah, hell yeah.
TNT, that's crazy.
TNT, yeah, we always call it Dynamite. TNT,
that's what's up.
We're that cringy couple because we're like, you know, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm a softie when it comes to her, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So shout out to my girl for holding me down all the time, even when I'm a dumbass. So
hell yeah.
Shouts out to her.
Gotta have your strong people, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's crazy. Like, I want to shout out to my pops too, because he's the one that put the shit in my hand in the first place. He used to like scratch on the turntables and shit when I was a kid. I would come out there in the garage and, you know, he gave me a DR5 when I was like fucking 6.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's what's up. Hell
so
yeah.
So he put it in my head, you know what I mean? And like a lot of his musical influence, like 3 6 Mafia, shit like that, obviously shows through on my music. And then like from my mom, it's like Pac and like Tupac and fucking Ice Cube and all them. And then like new metal, like I have all these genres mixing in my brain and I try to incorporate it in my music. So shout out to my parents for their music taste.
For real.
Yeah.
Hey, folks got to take that example for real.
100%, man.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, man. It's just like shout out Humboldt County in general, like, cause I was crazy. I I went for a walk the other day. I just left my hotel. I was just walking around, and it's like crazy because right across the street from my hotel is the Patriot that me and my boy Max used to buy our Black and Miles at. As soon as I turned 18, I was up in that bitch. Let me get a Winewood Tip Black and Mile, and we're hitting Mystery to get the OG 4 Locos, and we just get fucked up, and then we just go tag. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
what's up. Hell yeah.
So shout out to Max. I don't think he'll be able to hear this because he's locked up right now. So it's a whole fucking thing. But yeah, me and Max, we used to get down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like back to what I was saying though, like it's just so crazy because I'm walking around like this place cultivated me, and I would like the good and the bad and the ugly and all of that. Without any of this, like I would not be here and I wouldn't be the person I am. So shout out Humboldt County, the good and the bad. You know what I mean? Orange Cap City.
Yep. That's it. That's exactly right. And that's exactly right because Highway said that. And the other thing he said was, you know, like the adversity around here that builds up like people in terms of that will fuel the art for real.
100%. Like I grew up very deep within like the trenches of say the drug epidemic. I don't want to put my family's business out there too much, but those who know me know like of what I've had to deal with growing up. You know what I mean? And like so that's why for me like it could have gone one or two ways, and I use this music to escape and you know what I mean? And like at the end of the day, like the place that cultivated me, all the shitty things that I went through and all the shitty things that I experienced, like built me as a person. And I have this like, you know, like I had this character about me, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's humble, man. Everywhere I go, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm humble. You know, I carry that shit with me everywhere I go.
And definitely in the name now, Maniac7OH7.
Hell yeah. It was actually my fucking Snapchat name for the longest time. And like I'm sitting there, I'm like I want to change my name because I feel like Maniac the Rapper just boxes me into one genre. What do I want to do if I want to explore other shit and integrate it to hip hop? Yeah, you know. And so I'm like, I was laughing and I was like, why the fuck does this shit come full circle? And I was like, Maniac7OH7, but 7087.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That's actually kind of hard. And so I made the logo, and the first thing I fucking did, I'm a typical rapper. The first thing I fucking did is got that shit.
Got a piece on it. Shit. That's what's
and
up.
Like on my
Hell
stickers,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I just like, I'm going full speed ahead. I'm trying to with this like rebranding because it's like, I don't want to just be put out. I don't want to be boxed in, and I'm tired of getting boxed in. And I'm going through a transition myself. Leading up to that, like, I'm glad to see homophobia in hip hop is kind of starting to like, you know what I mean? Kind of. I say that very like with a grain of salt, just because I've seen the Shade Room's comments and World Star and shit. Yeah, there's still a lot of homophobic people out there, but I'm in the middle of a transition myself. As you know, I go by they, them, but I've been considering transitioning to like a male or whatever. Like, kind of a weird topic to cover on a podcast.
Nah, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up.
So like, I feel like this helps with the name transition from like Maniac the Rapper to Maniac7OH7. Like I'm 30 years old, 15 years later from when I first was like, because I've been doing hip hop, I've been making music forever, but at 15 is when I started performing and stuff. And it's weird because I'm growing my hair out. You know what I mean? I'm doing all of this shit that is like come full circle. It's like a metamorphosis. You know what I mean? And and so I just like this change I'm going through is like it's crazy because I can feel it. I can feel it in my brain. Like I'm maturing at this level of like, okay, like as far as music, not everybody's gonna like it, but not everybody's gonna hate it. The people that love me, and shout out to them. And the people that don't, they will eventually.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
There's that. I just came out-ish on a podcast, so that's cool.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's what we here for, you know, to get your stories out there, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, you know, you're a part of the culture for real. You've been a part of this culture, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's definitely been a long time coming, and I just love to see the way that it's flourished, and like, there's big things coming. Like, we've been waiting too fucking long. It's like the big earthquake. You know it's gonna happen. It's happening.
That's it.
You know
that's
what I mean?
right. Hell
We're about
yeah.
to shake the shit up, and like even I could say that like I'm down to Petaluma now, but like I said, I carry Humboldt with me everywhere. You know what I mean? So like I'll forever be humble. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like so when I see Humboldt succeeding, I see me succeeding, and you know what I mean? Like I'm fucking loving this out here.
That's what's
I'm
up.
loving it out here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just really glad you came back. I'm glad to hear you got some stuff coming on the horizon, music, shows. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, shows. Yeah, that's a thing I should cover.
Yeah.
May 20th, I'm trying to do. I got the venue Siren Song. I'm putting together a show. I want to make it multi-genre, but obviously hip hop is like my main my main focus. Obviously, it's gonna be me. I already got a lineup. I got McWicked from Santa Rosa. He's an artist that put me on a show down there.
Oh,
and
shit.
I hit him up, and I'm like, if you want to do a show, you know what I mean? I have one in Humboldt. I'm like, it's 4 hours away, but if you want to make the trip, he's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I've been trying to do one up there for a minute. So shout out McWicked.
Yeah.
I got Karma the Prophet on the show. He's a young artist. I don't know if you follow him on IG. I'll send you the IG after the.
That's what's up, Karma the Prophet.
Karma the Prophet. Yeah. He's like 19 years old. He's got the Juice WRLD sound kind of.
Oh, sick.
You know what I mean? He's fucking super talented. He's gonna be performing the show. I don't know if it's his first show, but I think it might be his first show. I don't know for sure. I gotta hit him up about that. But yeah, I got him on there and then me. And yeah, so I'm trying to fill out the lineup right now. I'm not trying to make it too crazy because I'm old as fuck. I can't be out past midnight. I turn into a fucking pumpkin. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know around here they like the hip hop shows to end a little earlier. You know they don't want it to get a little
exactly.
silly. You know.
Exactly.
So
I'm old as hell now, so you know I can't party like I used to. But I still put on a hell of a show. So
yeah, when you got the flyer, send it to me. I'll blast it.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that right now. It's gonna be a Siren Song Tavern. Shout out to them.
Yeah, for real.
They always hold it down for me. Their sound guy's fucking amazing.
Yeah, he's dope.
He's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I always try to show my appreciation. You know, I'm just like, I appreciate you guys so much because my energy on stage, like, it's crazy when I think about like my change in like performance. I used to be like so shy and like hood on, and now I'm just like everywhere. But then as soon as I get off stage, I'm like, don't talk to me. I'm so shy. Like I'm so shy until I get warmed up, and then I'm like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out Siren Song. Shout out everybody there at Siren Song. I'm like, there's so many people there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and your folks are gonna be on that lineup. Yeah, May 20th.
Shout out, May 20th, Siren Song Tavern, best show in the world. So.
That's what's up. Make sure you come out to these hip hop shows in Humboldt County,
important.
y'all.
I will have merch there too, exclusive show only merch. So come through. We do this shit myself. It's me and my girl and whoever will help us in the living room, just fucking sweatshopping it out. So you know what I mean?
That's what's up. Handmade goods right there.
Exactly. We do like a little bit of the bleach dye for some women. That shit. My merch before my last show out here in April, I sold all that shit before I even got to the venue.
Oh shit, that's what's up. Though.
So you know when I come through with the merch. Be prepared. I take Cash App. I take cash. All that shit.
Oh, I'm a definitely cop. Oh hell yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah, like shout out for the BD and the fucking windbreaker, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
You mind if I show them?
Oh, for sure.
So
the NAC 1 gear,
NAC
official.
1 gear, dude. And I love windbreakers.
Yeah.
And I love NAC 1.
Yeah. Shout out to NAC 1 and the Fantastic Family.
The first. Let me put this right there.
Yeah, that's what.
First NAC 1 song I heard, I was listening to Humboldt Storms, and it was a song with NAC 1 and Caveman.
Oh shit!
It was such a sick fucking song, and I befriended this girl in school, and we started hanging out, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I make music too." She gave me an Immortal Technique CD, and that's how I first heard of him.
Oh sick!
And then she's like, "Yeah, come over and hang out," and I go over there, and I see a studio, I look around, and NAC 1, and I'm like, "No fucking way!" I'm like, I know who you are. I was like, not to be creepy, but I love your music. You know, I was like 14. I was so starstruck, dude. I didn't know what to do with myself. Shout out NAC 1.
Yeah, for real.
And
holding
the
shit
Fantastic
down.
Fam, all of them, man. I love you guys to this day.
Yeah, for real.
I'll never forget that, walking into my first like home studio I've ever seen, and I was like, okay, so I can do this shit. You know what I mean? It was super sick.
Hell yeah.
He came to my first show ever. It was I did a show. I held it in the Eureka High Auditorium. Me and her, we rap battled and she whooped my ass.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, not sick, but yeah, that kind of.
No,
dope.
it was awesome.
It
Was so dope. Like, this fucking super sick.
Yeah.
MC Mystique, that's what she went by. I don't know if she's still. I don't know. I'm trying to like be respectful because I don't like, you know.
Yep.
I don't know for sure. We follow each other on Instagram still, but like, you know what I mean. Anyways, you cut that out. I'm just
shout out to Mystique.
Now. Yeah, shout out. So yeah, it's crazy that you came through with the NAC 1 windbreaker. I'm about to like, my girl's gonna try to steal that, but
yeah. No. Hey, it's in the family now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And your new gear is dope too, though.
Oh yeah, this is like it's a 101. My girl found me on my Etsy and did her own like thing with the hoodie, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my logo, and this shit came out clean as fuck.
That's super.
Shout out, oh my god, Chaotic Good Creations on Etsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you know, I love the merch game now. I'm like so into it. As a kid, I I want to do so many things as a kid. Shout out to ADHD.
Yeah.
But like I used to draw clothes. Like I can't draw for shit, but I would pretend that I was designing sick ass clothes. So like when it comes to the merch now, I'm like I got so many ideas.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. No, the merch is the way to make the money nowadays.
100%,
Like that's how
100%.
it's changed. Because with this digital shit now, like it's interesting because the music will only make you so much money. Like how many people are out there selling physicals and selling enough to make some money on it? Very few.
Exactly.
You know, like I was just in the studio and with Juice, and we was talking about Spotify just making changes to their platform where they want to offer you less, but have your music get out there more easily into the algorithm. And Juice was like, well, hey, they already ain't paying you shit, so might as well let them help you hit the algorithm. Yeah.
And like, and the more people that they find through the algorithm, the more people are gonna buy your fucking merch anyways, dog. So it's like, and then like with merch, like so many independent artists do so many creative things, like cassette tapes. A lot of people in like the alternative underground, they make cassette tapes, and that shit's sick as fuck. I own a tape player. I don't know about you, but I do.
I do, yeah.
I own a CD player. I have a CD auxiliary tape player like radio, and that's what I hook into my studio.
There
like,
you go.
Shit. So
yeah.
That Pioneer sound, you know.
That's it.
I can't afford monitors right now. Not the ones I want, but yeah, no. So it's just I fucking lost track. I'm not gonna lie. I hit this dab pin. I'm like, wait.
Oh, that's all. It's all good. You know, we just talking about the sound and shit like that. You know.
Yeah, just like the different unique like merch takes. Like some people will do, you know, like of course there's like the beanies and like the hoodies, but then some people do like bandanas, or some people, a lot of the people in like the horrorcore, they do pendants, you know, and they'll sell those. And that's crazy. It just depends on, you got to know your fan base and you got to know what they want. I asked mine, I'm like, okay, what do you guys want on merch? They're like sweatpants. I'm like, bet, say less.
There you go.
Everybody loves sweatpants, and you know what I mean.
That's
and then
how to do it.
For the summer, shorts. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You just gotta know your fan base, and like there's so much potential with merch. You can do fucking lighters, you can do grinders. There's so many like, and so with Spotify doing that with the algorithm, like fuck it, they don't pay us anyways. Let more people find our shit, more people buy our merch, more people, you know what I mean?
That's it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
That's exactly right. Yeah, the merch game. I mean, you know, past costs or whatever like that. I mean, you getting 100% of like everything else. Exactly. You know, so
like fucking heat press, the cheap ass one was like $80 on Amazon. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it with an iron for my last show. We had the iron and the iron-ons, and we were just fucking 25 shirts, dude.
Pressing it,
Not just counting the sweatpants we made and shit. Like,
yeah.
It's a lot of work, but at the end of the day, dude, I made I'm not trying to be like, I made so much money, but I made my money back, and then some.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, fuck this, I'm doing merch more.
Yep.
Like, people want clothes. They don't give a fuck. They just want it to look cool.
Yeah,
you know
and they want something to remember the event and shit like that. You know, like when they come to see you. Like I remember a few years ago when I went to see the TDE Championship concert. That was up in near Seattle. And so I mean it was Kendrick, Schoolboy, the whole TDE lineup and everything. And so like I mean it was something like 15,000 people in that stadium, and no lie, I think there was probably like 10,000 people that had on like the $70 hoodie.
Dude, they will spend. I spend money on merch at shows. That's how I know. Like even like I went to the last like live thing I went to was Steve-O Live in Santa Rosa, his stand-up thing.
Oh,
and
sick.
They had skateboards and they were $200 a pop, and I've seen so many people with stacks of skateboards under their arms. I'm like,
shit.
I bought hot sauce. I bought the Steve-O hot sauce, which is fire, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out Steve-O.
Yeah, for real. Hey, hot sauce is the new thing too. I just saw Object Heavy got the hot sauce dropping.
If you know where to get some, I need some before I leave.
Hey man, we might have to hit up Brian Swizzlow for real. He probably knows.
No, yeah. Dude, Swizzlow, dude, there's so many people. I'm just like, oh my god. Like,
shout out Swizzlow.
He sponsored Fat Boy. He had Fat Bull sponsor one of my shows, which was sick. And like I remember he showed up. I was like 18, 19, and he showed up and he had Fat Bull for all the performers. And I was like, fuck, seriously, this is so sick. Because like again, like I went, my first show ever that I went to was HipHopHumboldt something. It was. Damn, I was hella young. I was maybe like 13. And it was Potluck, Garth, fucking Mika Sut. Like, it was like it was literally all it was so crazy. Potluck. And I was a Potluck super fan, so I'm like front row. There's a picture, and you can zoom in and you see 13-year-old me just.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. That's Humboldt history right there.
Yeah, dude, it was
and then
crazy.
you came up.
I know, and I was like, one day I'm gonna perform on that stage, and then like in 2012 I was opening for Roach Gigs.
Yeah.
At fucking Mateel, and I was like, full circle, baby, full circle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like all the OGs, like Garth, all of them, dude. I was just so like,
yeah.
just to see them in person, and they're just like, they're from where I'm from, so I was like, if these guys can do it, like it's possible. You know what I mean? It's not just a pipe dream, like everybody, you know. And now like it's just so cool, like. That they're still out there doing shit too.
Yep. Shout out to Garth Cultivator.
Yeah,
sure
shout
is.
out, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still dropping music to this day.
Dude, I know. I'll never forget the what was it, the weed fried chicken and waffles video.
Yeah.
That shit was so entertaining, and I still to this day have not tried it yet. I need to. I need to. Yeah. But it's just like all these things I remember, you know, and like, and to see, I don't know, to see people still like. Knowing about it and like the fact that it hasn't died and the fact that like the Humboldt scene is more alive than ever right now is fucking beautiful for sure. And it's just crazy to see all of it full circle now that I'm like an adult and I'm like, damn, like okay, we're doing the damn thing. Well, you know what I mean? Finally, you know?
Hey, I really want to think about it like this. I ain't trying to have like delusions of grandeur, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm with the Hip Hop Congress, you know, that just formed and everything like that, you know, and I'm the secretary, so I'm helping things move, you know, and doing, you know, some of the back end work and whatnot. And like, you know, the talk is that with cannabis having changed in the community and the industry having changed, and there's a lot less money flowing into the area now and everything, right? Like, we need something. We can't rely on the government. We need something to change and something to like help the people out. And I ain't gonna say that hip hop is gonna solve everybody's problems. It ain't. But hip hop is going to help some people. Oh,
100%. Especially like if you grew up in Humboldt, if you live in Humboldt, you came here for a reason. You were attracted here for some reason or another, or you grew up here and you know how fucking important art has always been to this community. And now with the cannabis industry being popping off, we got people who aren't from here, don't respect the culture, don't respect the art, don't respect the area, coming up here and buying motherfuckers out of their houses who've been like this their grandparents' property from like, you know what I mean? And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And so like I feel like if the people have something to hang on to, you know, like weed was our thing, but let's be honest, like everybody's doing that shit now. And like it sucks. You know, it sucks because like I remember like the shit was just different back then. And so now like I feel like we all need something to hold on to, and hip hop is definitely that. Music is what, you know, for most people what drives people. You know what I mean? So it's important to have that. Like we're still here. You know what I mean?
It. Yeah.
We're still here.
And hip hop is thriving.
It really fucking is, and it's so great to see, because like I said, I remember being younger and people just laughing, like yeah okay, and I want to find a couple of my teachers. Gene Scheffler, you dumb bitch, I hate you. My English teacher that shamed me in front of my whole English class. I just want you to know that I am doing great and I'm still rapping, bitch.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and I had this after school program teacher who would call me Slim Maybe.
What?
Shout out Mr. Goodman. I'm name dropping. I don't give a fuck. Y'all made my middle school like terrible, harassing me and shit.
Hey, this is that real shit that's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what's happening in the schools, y'all. Y'all better understand. So this is why y'all need to let hip hop in.
Yeah, just let us do it. Like we're not here. We're just artists, man. We're just artists and we're trying to live our lives too. But this is what we love. This is what we do. This is our painting. This is our fucking. I don't know, whatever your passion is, don't hate on another person's passion. This is what we got. You know what I mean? It's important. It's important for us to have this. So just let us come in, embrace us with open arms, and see what it's really about. Like it's a whole like culture of people like getting through their pain, getting through their struggles, and doing something positive with it. Rather, you know what I mean? Even though like, oh yeah, like rap music is all this and that, like. People are just telling their stories. Mostly, like we were talking about earlier, if it's the people doing it with the passion and all that, they're talking about real shit. When I talk about shit, even some of my, like, more bullshit songs, like, I'm not a cap rapper, whatever the fuck the famous term is for that. I ain't never shot nobody before, but I used to carry a gun when I was 19. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up in the trap house. You know what I mean? Like, I really lived that shit, or I know somebody who lived it, or I seen it happen, you know, and when I was younger, a lot of my younger music was, you know, like, it was a lot of, like, what I was going through, but it was also, like, I was listening to a lot of gangster rap, so it was, like, I don't like to fight, you know, if I have to, I will, but, like, I'm not trying to front and be, like, I'm some, like, thug and shit, you know, like, so everything is like authentic. It's my pain, and I feel like for a lot of people, it's the same for them. You know what I mean? So like,
it goes back to that trauma that like is built up in people, whether it's society or like the area or whatever it may be. People's that people deal with the adversities, and I'm just blessed that you flipped it into the music that you did. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit's blowing up. That shit is dope.
100%. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just it's really hard, to like be able to maintain that, like, now I won't say positive mindset, but like to like keep that head above water mindset, to be like, I don't want this to be my life anymore. I want it to be different. I want it to be different for like if I were to ever have kids. You know what I mean? Like I don't want the same thing that I had to deal with. And so like obviously if hip hop is an outlet for me, that's beautiful and that's great, but it also can be a financial way. You know what I mean? And like for me, it's not about the money. I don't give a fuck if I ever get paid off of this. Though it would be nice to not have to clock in at the gas station for 8 hours a day. But at the end of the day, I do this so I don't fucking kill myself, pretty much. You know what I mean? Like so I don't relapse. So I don't. You know what I mean? Because I've been sober for a year now off of blow. I've been sober for almost a year from liquor. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Because I was like,
shout out to you for that.
It was really like it was hard. Like you can hear it in my music too. You know what I mean? And like, that's me being authentic. I know, I was being honest about it, but like now that I'm past that, I feel like my brain has regenerated some of the cells it lost. And that's part of the rebirth with the name change. Is like, I'm just trying to bring it back to how it was when it all started for me, but older and wiser. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. And back to the place where it started, Humboldt County.
Exactly. And like I said, I always make it back here somehow, whether it's a weekend or whatever. Like I'll forever be humble no matter where I'm at, and like I welcome anybody. If it happens, when it happens that I blow up, if I ever get like the motherfuckers that turn their back on their hometown, y'all have my permission to jump my ass in the alley on 2nd Street, please.
Old Town and everything.
Exactly.
Behind Stephen Days, shout out to
my God.
The 707.
Oh yeah, 707. Hey, I'm gonna have to talk to y'all about the 707 name now that we got.
Hey, that's your bar now, for real.
Oh yeah.
Hey, gonna have to. What's up, Dave? You down there?
Respectfully, I look back when I did drink. That was my spot. So shout out to them.
Yeah, I still go down to Stephen Days. I still call it that too. I mean,
me too. I think everybody does. I still go down there to play some air hockey and some pool. Like I be fucking it up with the air hockey. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
it's really the best pool spot, really.
It really is. And honestly, like I said, when I did drink, they have some fire ass drinks. I don't know. They hate it when I'm like, can y'all make me a Scooby snack? And they're like, dude, fucking seriously, we fucking hate making that drink. I'm like, dude, but it's so good. They hate my ass. No, like I said, it's been a minute since I've been there because A, I haven't been here, and B, like I don't drink. So unless I'm going to play pool or some shit, I'm not trying to like go to bars or like unless I'm playing at a bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they got to disassociate pool with bars though, like for real. Cause
I mean, they got the bowling alley, but they still have a bar.
Yeah.
They just need to open a straight up pool hall a cannabis friendly pool hall where you can just fucking take dabs, smoke a joint, and beat each other's ass at pool.
Hey, there we go.
A lot less bar fights that way.
For real. Hey, that would be a dope one to have a venue that's got a pool. You could smoke. And you could play Bounski. I don't know if you ever heard of Bounski.
What the fuck is Bounski?
Bounski is this crazy game. So it's like this wooden. It's like a ski ball.
Okay.
And but a local dude, Justin Schwartzman, made it, and he's with Checkered Past, saxophonist with Checkered Past, and he's done some other bands and that he's with and everything like that. But yeah, Bounski, it's one of the many dope, esoteric, kind of art that happens in Humboldt County, and they got a whole like Bounski league, people that go play at Humbrus and shit.
That sounds fun as hell. Like
it's
I like skee ball, so you know what I mean.
Exactly. He keeps changing it up. He's smart. You got to be. That's the thing in Humboldt County. You really do.
Sure, the attention spans nowadays are this big.
Especially with social media and shit, making them shorter and shorter.
My shit was already short. You know what I'm saying? So like. It's just so bad now, like...
I feel you.
Dude, I can't make a 20-second song. I can't say all I need to say in 20 seconds. I'd be like, yeah, it's Maniac, baby. And then it just keeps going. I'm like, wait a second. Wait a minute. I haven't even started yet. Fuck, dude.
I know, the short form content, like, you can't make a song in a minute. They want you to try to do that now.
I'm just like, what? I was listening to a song the other day. I caught myself with the short attention span. I was listening to a song the other day, and I was like, fuck. been on for a minute. I look, it's only been 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And I'm like, oh no, it's fucking happening, dude. It's fucking happening.
Hey, you might have just been high and time ebbs and flows. You know how it goes.
That's true.
Hey, time really ebbs and flows in this, like, you know, I don't want to say like post-corona world because it's still out there, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just been different now.
Everything's so different. And it's weird. It's weird because it's like, I feel like we all kind of knew that after the whole like the scare of the pandemic died down, not to say that it's not still here, but like we're getting past it kind of.
Best we can, yeah.
But like shit's changed because we were cooped up for so fucking long that like we don't want to go out to shows, to social settings. Like most people don't like.
They used to not.
Yeah, like, and then like they don't want to fucking. Like they don't have like the attention span they used to because they've been on TikTok for 3 fucking years. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
don't nobody want to go to a show and stand for like 3 hours even at this point. And that's what I mean. I used to go to shows, and I mean even still, but you go to shows and you got to be standing for like 3 to 4 hours unless you get lucky enough to sit.
Yeah. And I like. And like as a performer too, like I catch myself being like, man, I want to dip, but I'm not okay. My pet peeve with a lot of performers is y'all will stay for your set, bring your whole people, and then when you leave, they all leave. That's some fuck shit. If you're the type of person that don't stick around for other people's set, fuck you. All right? Especially if you're a performer, fuck you, suck a dick.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of shit.
Unless you got a job, you gotta wake up early. I can understand that. But if you just like bouncing out with your homies after somebody's set, like fuck you for that shit. That's so you gotta support each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's more that clicked up shit.
Yeah, exactly. I can't stand that shit. Because, like, I catch myself, though, at shows with the short attention span being like, damn, I want to go home, but I'm not going to bail on somebody's set. I feel bad stepping outside to smoke a joint when somebody's on stage. Like, I ain't with that fuck shit. I'm about support. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got hip-hop in your heart, though.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking... Yeah, man, I like, would study that shit as a kid. You know, I had a VHS tape about, like, the whole history, like from like the beginning of it and shit like that. I was obsessed, you know. So it's not like I came into this and I'm just like I want to be a rapper with no knowledge of the culture and like the 4 more elements, and it's just like I feel like that's a problem now. A lot of people just want to do it to be cool or for like cool points, but like will disrespect Tupac and shit like that. If Tupac's not your cup of tea or whoever, that kind of shit isn't your cup of tea, that's fine. But like, come on now.
I know you don't have to disrespect.
Well, like this artist that you like wouldn't be around if it wasn't for that. So think about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like it's hard to think of the world different from what it has been and people that paved the way.
Yeah.
But if I think about like it would just be interesting and weird to me. Like let's say the prior generations prior to like Cole, Kendrick, and Drake didn't exist, and they were like the trendsetters and like really like paving the lanes. Like it's hard to really think about like the different world and everything like that. And so, but if they were the trendsetters, they would want their respect.
Exactly.
You know, I was tripping out. I was just on Twitter yesterday, and the person I follow, she was talking about. She was like, well, you know, the kids right now are talking about like Future and Young Thug and you know like a few certain artists that are like big right now, and she's like in 10 years those are gonna be the people that are in like the top 5 conversations and everything like that. So she's like, y'all got to get ready for that and like either come with your like rebuttals or shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's like 100%. Like, and it's funny that you say that because I was thinking the other day, I was like, when I was a kid, like my mom liked Tupac and everything, but it was like when I would play, you know what I mean, playing it all the time, it's like, what's rap nowadays, blah blah blah. And I think about it now, and I catch myself thinking that I'm like, this is what you guys fucking listen to, and I'm like, oh my god, I have become them.
Hey, I'm getting older too. I do the same shit. My kid be listening to shit, and I'm like, oh man, that's not my shit.
Like, what the fuck? Or like you hear a sample, and you're like, oh shit, what the fuck was that? Like, oh my god. But then you think about it, and I'm listening to like Pac, and he's sampling motherfuckers like it was before time, and my mom would be like, oh, I know this sample, you know what I mean? So like it's gonna keep like that's just how it's always been. And so like I just feel like I don't know, like things are getting more simple though too because of like the shortest attention span. So it's like, yes, we have to like, you know, just accept the fact that that's how it's gonna be, but we also need to leave something that they can listen to and be like, it wasn't all like that. You know, and I think Young Thug sounds a lot like Lil Wayne.
Yeah, that's
like
facts.
A lot like Lil Wayne. I fucking love Lil Wayne for the longest. Everybody like, I know people talk shit, but like if we're being honest, like Wayne, like inspired a lot of motherfucking current rappers.
Oh yeah, like probably the whole generation.
Exactly, with like with the style and like how we like mix genres and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's why I liked Wayne, because he was like doing the whole rock thing, and I was like, fuck yeah, okay. And he's a Libra too. We're Libras, so you know what I mean. I gotta fuck with Wayne.
Libra gang, shout out Libras. That's what's up.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like I agree that we have to like just, either get our rebuttal or get out of the way, but also we should leave something that is part of what our top 5 is. You know, if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta have the legacy. I would love to have, that's why I'm at this interesting crux point where, so I'm not an 80s, well, I'm an 80s baby born, right. But I wasn't in the 80s hip hop. That was well before my time. I didn't get into hip hop till like 93. Right. And so like, there's those eras that was behind me. And so there's all these different eras. There's the golden era, the 80s, there's the 90s where like 93 and 96 were fucking crazy, heavy ass, dope years of music, hip hop wise. And so like there's these different eras where now you got to have like a top 5 where I want to see Kendrick in your top 5. I want to see, if you're going to put Rakim and folks like that from the golden eras in your top 5, you got to have like maybe like one cat from the golden era. Like we got to start like combining the eras, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to get, Kendrick on there. You got to get, Pac, you got, for sure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to like start letting folks into that top 5 conversation.
Yeah, and it's like, it's just like, it's important to have that variety in the top 5, because like shit that all like sounds the same, it's just going to carry that into, I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, it's that one sound. That's that one sound. That's like, I was watching a couple of ciphers. I was on Instagram. I was watching a couple of ciphers, and I'm like, it's all that fucking op rap. It all is the same. Like, the I don't even know what the fuck you would call it, but like, they're all just like, and we pulled up a gang on them, and it was literally, that's all they sounded exactly the same, all different artists. And not that kind of rap isn't good. I fuck with some of that, but like, all that shit sounding the same, and that's what I love about Humboldt. We have different subgenres of hip hop. There's popping off. There's like the alternative rap with like Not Louie and Cemetery Boys, who I fuck with. Shout out to Cemetery Boys. Y'all are hard as fuck.
Hey, I'm gonna be right here with the Cemetery Boys next week. This time actually.
Hell yeah, right. They're dope as fuck, and they're young as fuck too. Like I'm 30, so like they're young to me. You know what I mean? Like, they're produced a lot by Corey. I actually,
from the Mars Project?
Yeah, from the Mars Project. Yeah. That's where I got my start recording, was the Mars Project.
That's what's up. Shout out to the Mars Project.
Yeah, I would not be here today if it wasn't for the Mars Project. I would be dead or in jail, for sure. 100%.
That's crazy. Hey.
Because, like, it was before they had the studio and all that. They was just in the municipal auditorium building area that got destroyed by the earthquake. It was where, like, the Placebo, when they used to have the punk shows.
Yeah.
I came in there, this fucking angry-ass 12 years old having a community service, and they were like, you can just be you and work on your art here. You don't have to be angry all the time. And I was like, okay, bet. So I brought my microphone and I plugged it into the computer, and I started recording there, and eventually they did a recording studio.
Yeah.
Which is sick.
Hell yeah. Ooh. That's necessary for Humboldt.
Yeah, and like I aged out, obviously. So like, but shout out to them because they're still doing their thing, and they got Corey there, who's like he's great with it. I've only got to work with him a couple of times, so like I said, I aged out, but yeah, man.
You've thrown a lot of people.
A lot of people, and it's like, it's cool because that's what I was hoping the Mars Project would do as I got older. Because I used to, they were at the old Carson building on 2nd Street, I want to say, where the old Mazzetti's was after the earthquake. And I would go there, I was like 18, 19 years old, and me and Max, we'd be up in that studio from 9 a.m. until they would kick us out of the building. You know what I mean? Just I was recording, and that was my outlet. And without that, I would have been lost to the streets, 100%. So shout out Mars Project for literally saving my life and giving me a place to blossom as an artist. So that shit is important.
Facts.
I'm glad that it's still there. That's how I started doing shows, was fundraisers for them. Like, I didn't give a fuck about making the money. I just wanted to perform. I'm like, you guys want the money?
Like, support the system.
Yeah,
support
you guys
the
can have all my money. I just want to perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I got to build off of, like, doing shows and making music. I got to grow because they let me be me. They let me come there and do what I had to do to stay out of trouble and, like, flourish in my art. And it's so dope that now they're doing that for other artists. And then now we got Cemetery Boys. They're popping like a motherfucker.
Yep.
And I fuck with their sound, heavy as fuck. And it's the same with, like, I just love any music that comes out here. My Spotify is full of it. And I don't just play the shit, like, and then, change it after I post it on my social media. Like, I'm obsessed is a really bad way to put it, but like Highway, he's a friend of mine, but he's also like when I was younger, I was starstruck every time I run into that motherfucker at Winco. He's like 18 years old and like small as fuck, and I'm like, hi. You know what I mean? And so like for him and I to like be considered as homies now is such a trip, because I don't remember which mixtape it was, but he did Nothing Really Matters, and that like I was going through some shit as a kid, and that shit saved my life. I know it's such a like a broad term to say, it was like, oh, it saved my life, but quite literally got me through a lot of things. Shout out Highway.
Yeah,
you know?
for real.
For
Shout out Highway.
And so like it's just cool. It's just cool to like see everybody like he's finally, you know, popping off hard. Like got that song with Tech and now Busy Bone and fucking, you know what I mean? And
that shit just dropped. That shit is fire.
Dude, fucking A, man.
You see that lyric video?
I was listening.
It just dropped yesterday.
Yeah. I listened to it off of YouTube, but I wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
But I want to, like I said, I'm gonna re-listen to it in, because like one of those things you gotta like listen to it and just like take it all in, you know.
Yeah.
What I mean? I was sitting there with my phone in the parking lot, like trying to listen like this, and I gotta listen to it, like, you know, the way it's meant to be listened to. But yeah, man, like Highway was like, it was just so cool, because he's always been so chill and always so humble, and always such a dude, like a good, genuine dude. And you know what I mean? I got to do a show out in Reading with him when I was like 19, and I don't know if I ever told this story the last time I was on here about how he broke a fucking ironing board in the hotel room.
Oh no, that's crazy.
But so we all were in this hotel room. It was me, Flo J, Brian Sturdivant from Big Daddy Promotions, and Highway. And it was after the show. It was a show at an ice cream shop, I think, in Reading. I don't remember what the fuck it was, Leatherby's or some shit. Oh no, that's not it. That's a fucking venue somewhere else. But
that's crazy.
Whatever. Anyways, yeah. So we get back to the hotel, and like obviously all the beds are like, I'm on the floor, and I was like, fuck it. Pulls out the ironing board. I'm gonna try to sleep on this, and he gets on it, and the fucking thing breaks.
Oh shit.
And we have.
Oh shit! Like standing up. Oh shit.
Like he was standing up, and he went to try to lay on it, and the shit broke.
Oh shit.
And like we all start laughing, and fucking Flo J's asleep on the bed, and we're all fucking like laughing. Brian falls off of the bed and gets stuck between the bed and the wall, and is just fucking laughing. The worst part about this is we got this all on video, but the fucking video footage got corrupted and I lost it.
Oh shit.
Like I'm pretty sure it's lost forever, which sucks, because we fucking Flo just he's all waking up, and he's like, "Come on, bud, I'm trying to sleep, bud. What the fuck?" You know, and I'm like, bro, I'm just like, I can't hold it together. I'm a little tipsy. I'm pretty sure Highway's a little tipsy too. Brian's stuck between the wall of the bed, and we're just fucking dying, dude. And like that moment was like a core memory for me, because this is one of my favorite artists, and like we're just sharing a moment, you know. And it was so sick. Like it's so sick that I have that memory now. And like, you know, like it might not be a big deal to other people, but for me, that was one of my favorite rappers I was hanging out with. He's still one of my favorite rappers, and like that's just not in Humboldt, but like all time. So shout out Highway.
Yeah, shout out to Highway for real.
I really love like the local scene. I really do be supporting these people as much as I possibly can, whether it's streaming music, buying merch, or just simply resharing something like. And I feel like that's important within the community. You know what I mean? Which is why I love this podcast so fucking much.
Hey,
you know?
We just trying to do what we do. Hey, I really want to say real quick too about Highway. One of the things I love about him is, you know, he is really on top of the marketing game with this shit.
So fucking on top, and it's just like it's educational for me too, because like, you know what I mean, like I feel like he's dropping gems without really knowing he's dropping gems to the rest of us, and like it's so sick to see, because I've just like it's like with the progress of like how I was talking about Juice's progress earlier. I've been seeing the same thing from like seeing him perform at Under the Sun in Fortuna when I was like 11 or 12, to doing the Humboldt hyphy shit he used to do with Thick Family, and then like, you know, like finding what he wants to do and like how he does it, and like just like the learning curves. I got to watch that shit in real time, and like to see like how successful he is, and like to me the level he's at right now is very successful. Like that shit is awesome, especially considering the adversity everyone here is facing, and the adversities that he's faced, and shit like that. Like it is just like, it's beautiful to see that metamorphosis of him. So again, shout out to Highway, one of my favorite rappers. So you know what I mean? Fuck it, favorite artists.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And that's one of the things too, the artists out there that are listening to this shit is like, you got to understand that Highway is one of these dope artists. He loves to collaborate with local people. So like, if you thinking that you might like, you know, if you making hip hop and you look up to Highway and your shit is dope, but you like, man, I don't know if like Highway would like it or hop on something. Just talk to Highway.
Dude,
Message him.
All you gotta do is shot. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, he's a busy dude, obviously. You know what I mean? But like,
he's gonna work with you.
He's gonna work with you. You know what I mean? Like, I've definitely talked to him, and he, you know, we've definitely agreed we need to do a track together. I did one with him when I was 19, and it was just like I was young, and it was just all over the place. And now that I'm more professional, I'm like, yo, like, we need to work on some shit again. You know what I mean? And whether I gotta come up there and pay for the studio, whatever I gotta do, like, you know, I respect your art. You know what I mean? I respect your art, and you know, like, I don't want to come off like I'm trying to be like, just let me get on, you know what I mean? Like, he knows how it is. He knows the love there. He knows the love there. We've had that conversation. He knows the love is there. For sure.
That's gonna be fire.
I'm saying. Once we can finally like lock each other down, because I'll be busy. Like, I have 50 projects going on at once, because that's just how my brain works. And he's, you know what I mean, doing his thing with his music, and you know what I mean. So it's like, when it happens, it's gonna be like in the right time. So like, I'm excited about that, because I've been working on some ideas, but like, I'm also like, that's my favorite rapper, I gotta come correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like,
that's what's up. Hell yeah. Shit, well, you know, hey, this was dope as fuck. I am so stoked to have done this with you.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I came out here.
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
It's good to be back, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't tell my girl, but I don't want to leave.
It's like that in Humboldt, for real.
Dude, for real, it's like being back home is so beautiful. It is kind of sad seeing how many businesses and other shit have closed, and like, you know what I mean? Like, that sucks. Just kind of seeing like, Eureka is kind of like, you know how it's always been, but it's kind of like worse now. That kind of sucks. But like, it's not like I said sucks, but sorry, I'm a 12-year-old.
No,
I'm a 12-year-old.
But hopefully a lot of that shit bounces back.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to hope either way though.
Either
that's
way.
the thing, is like, hip hop is still gonna be moving, thriving.
Exactly. And like, with like everything the way that it is now, and like how poppin' everything is becoming, like, there's really only up from here. Like, we've been at the bottom, we've been scraping for so long, and we've been trying for so long to have something like the hip hop community how it is now. Like, it's only gonna get better. You know what I mean? Especially with things like the podcast and the Hip Hop Congress and these ciphers, and like, everybody's like, the shows are coming back after COVID, and it's like, like I said, if we all just come together and we put our fucking brains and our noodles in a pot, and we just fucking, you know what I mean? There's no fucking way they ain't gonna see us. 100%.
That's it. Yep. And folks deserve that around here, because y'all be doing hard fucking work.
Hell yeah. And especially the people that like do the shit themselves. You know, like how, you know, like for me as an artist, that like I record my videos, I edit my videos, I do my graphic design, I promote my shit, and I mix and master my own shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hard process. Yeah, that's a whole process. So like, if you're still, you know what I mean, if you're like doing that shit, like, shouts out to you. If you're fucking doing the damn thing, it don't matter if you're fucking recording in a fucking closet or behind a mattress or in a professional studio. If you're doing the damn thing and you love it, like, shouts out to you. I fuck with you. You know? Yeah.
Hell yeah, I fuck with you, Maniac.
I fuck with you too, man. Fucking hey. I'm so glad I finally came out here.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous, because I'm you know, I'm an introvert a little bit. You know, especially since COVID, I'm just like, I'm hella shy, but I'm comfortable as a motherfucker. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I try to make it nice and comfortable for folks, you know what I'm saying? It's all about just,
man.
Hey.
And what you do for the hip hop, like, I just want you to know, like, from one person who has seen like how this has gone, like, you have done so much for the hip-hop community. And that's not me dick riding, that's not me fucking trying to blow smoke up your ass, but it's me, like, witnessing the real positive change that this podcast has brought to the hip-hop community. So thank you for that.
Hey, I really appreciate that from you. I really do.
Of course, man. And I mean every word of it. And I hope, every time I come back, I'm trying to, even if we don't do the podcast, I'm just trying to smoke a blunt with you or something. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
Because I enjoy the conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I love chopping it up over music and shit.
Hell yeah. Like, it's, like I said, it's what drives folks. You know what I mean? Shit.
Well, hey, safe travels, and you know, be on the lookout for MANIAC7OH7 shows, music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be popping in 2023.
Yeah, I got a song, Honda Civic. It'll be out soon, and I know It sounds dumb on purpose, but fucking listen to it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You're gonna love it.
Follow Maniac on the socials. Yeah. Maniac7OH7.
Or it's Maniac Baby if you want to find me on like Instagram. You know, my little tag. But yeah, Maniac707 in this bitch. I am back and I'm doing better than ever. And the music's gonna reflect that shit. I love you, Humboldt County. So that's it. That's it. That.
Shout out to Humboldt County for real.
Shout out Humboldt County and cultivated a fucking monster.
That's it. All right, y'all. Till next time.
Till next time. Sheesh, that was raw.